Nerds! How's it going, Rebel Nerds? It's time for another episode of Rebel Nerd Radio with me, Steve, aka Otter272, and JD, aka Rodeo Rock 71. How's it going?
Who's not in the live stream right now?
Who's not what?
Yeah, I'm not in the live stream right now.
You're not?
I just see you.
What are you talking about? You talking about in the chat?
No, I'm talking about in the thing. I'm not even in there. It's just you.
Well, you should probably log out and then log back in.
Oh, okay. Wait, hang on a second. Everybody,
because I can see you. I mean, I'm not
with
the live stream though.
I'll be right back.
Was everybody else able to see him? Yes? No? Was he the only one that couldn't see himself? Anyway, so here we are. We are at episode number, I don't remember, 241. Okay, well, so maybe he was, I don't know what his deal was then. Yeah, 241. And tonight we are going to be kicking off our, maybe I should wait for him. I don't know. Where are you at, JD? We've lost him. We've lost JD. Well, that was weird. Maybe it's a StreamYard thing. Who knows? There he is. No, maybe. I mean, yeah, I can see you. Everybody else said they could see you.
Yeah, in my screen, all I saw was you and then me off to the side, like in the waiting room kind of thing. So I don't know. Well,
your screen's on cracked.
It is. I agree.
Anyway, who do we have in the chat? We've only got we've got two people in the chat right now. We've got Matt, and we've got Steve Spawn. So slow start. Maybe people are not interested about Starships of the Galaxy.
Hey, that's okay. We are.
So we are kicking off our Starships of the Galaxy series. I mean, we kind of kicked it off when we did our episode about Millennium Falcon, but that was more like a teaser.
Yeah, that was more like a single, hey, here's something about the Millennium Falcon, and there's going to be more to come. And we actually talked about it then, too.
And by the way, we're going to do the Starships of the Galaxy thing.
Yeah, just have fun discussions about the various starships.
Yeah, so tonight's Starship episode, we are kicking things off with Starships of the Rebel Fleet. Charles, what's up, man? Good to have you back.
Hey, Charles.
So yeah, tonight we are kicking it off with ships about the Rebel Fleet. Now, for those regular viewers and those who are new, I'm gonna be real with you. Me and JD didn't really get together and talk about how this was going to be handled. So
that's why I say we're going to be having a fun discussion. We're going to mention ships. We're going to talk a little bit about
Starships of the Rebel Fleet. I did a little bit of research. So I've got some like fun facts about the starships and pictures, but yeah, this is just going to be kind of open discussion about these particular
Well, I
stories.
mean, I've played games with them before. I have collectible versions of them in some of my collection.
Yeah.
I have some up here and stuff like that. So I mean,
So
it
this
won't be too bad.
kickoff
Like I said,
episode is more like a let's figure out how we're going to do this.
yeah, that's all
There
right.
are a
That's
lot
all
of
right.
ships. We've got a lot of ships to talk about. We've got some capital ships, and of course, we've got some starfighters. So we're going to go through
Mhm.
them all. But yeah, so it's going to be. I think it'll be fun, but it's going to be.
I figure
It's going to be kind of spastic.
with the amount of ships that we have to go through, and the fact that we can talk about our favorite features. This is something we're going to discuss tonight. It's something like some of our favorite features, memorable scenes, a little bit of factoid information about them, kind of a picture of them, so you know what we're talking
Yeah.
about, and just in case you've never heard of them or you've never seen them before, and things like that. I mean, it's just going to be a fun discussion about ships of the galaxy. We're not being technical here, so just don't expect a lot.
Yeah, Charles, I've seen them. I've been to your house. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got a huge different amount of them.
So
I've
you
got all
might be a
kinds of
little
them.
disappointed. We're actually not going to talk about the Millennium Falcon because we had a show like devoted to it.
We may mention it in passing, maybe.
So we're not really talking about like specific. I mean, some of them are going to be kind of specific.
Hey, Drew.
You'll just have to stick around and find out. Hey, Artie, good to see you.
Yep.
Okay, they're
Drew,
trickling in.
That's Drew. That's Drew. He has his own. He has his own rebel pilot outfit for the rebel legion. So,
so other than work, what did you do today? Did you do or this week? Did you do anything interesting?
No, not really. I had another kind of unbusy weekend. Saturday, I helped some friends. I was supposed to go to an armory party for the Rebel Legion. I was not able to make it. Unfortunately, I was detained. I had to help some friends with some things, and I got held over, so I wasn't able to make that. And Sunday, I just kind of hung out here. I used my new printer. I've had some. Oddly enough, it was kind of weird. I didn't. One of the things I did not think I was going to be doing is making like money and like printing stuff for people and then paying me for it. But what I've come to find out is that I'm ordering all of my filaments and everything for the printer from like Bamboo Labs, the people that actually make the printer. So they have RFID tags in them, so that way you can actually tell what filaments in them. They come in like either refill or their own spools and things like that. So I'm just ordering it directly from them, and the more I order, the cheaper they get. But there's people that have been requesting things to see if I have them to print, and I've been printing out stuff for people. But as much as I've been printing out for people, I'm kind of like, hey guys, I can print stuff for you, but at the very least, I got to charge you for the filament because it's expensive. So,
Makes sense.
yeah. So, yeah, but everybody's like, hey, can you print this out? I'm like, yeah, it'll cost X amount of dollars in filament. So yeah, if you just want to pay me for the filament, I can print whatever you want. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. Like I said, I'm getting stuff printed for people that they didn't know they could have, and some neat little fun little things. And I actually printed out. I didn't get a chance to show it to everybody because my daughter stole it from me, little brat. I actually printed out a fun little pirates ship wheel that had Jolly Rogers in the middle of it, and it was I did it with some wood filament that I actually purchased, which was fun. It was cool. It actually prints wood and it has particles of wood in it, so it looks like a kind of like a particle board kind of thing. And I printed this thing out with a gold. That's how it prints it, and you don't have to put anything together. And it's a fidget spinner, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And I took it and showed my daughter. I'm like, yeah, I printed this out on my thing. And she grabbed it from me, played with it for a second, and then stuffed it in her purse and took off with it. And I'm like, are you seriously stealing my Pirate's Wheel fidget spinner?
She sure did.
She's like, yeah, I'm stealing it. I'm like, this is why I call you a brat child. Because you're a brat child. So yeah, so she took my fidget spinner and ran off with it. And yeah, so that's kind of what I was doing Sunday. I'll have to send you some. You'll have to show you some on on the website. You get to see what
I had
I
one.
can print
I
one out.
actually had a Boba Fett fidget spinner. I don't know what happened to it.
I got to print out a whole new one now.
Yeah, speaking of pirates though, you know that you don't run off Xbox, do you?
I have a PlayStation 5.
Okay. Now on Xbox Game Pass, like almost all of the Assassin's Creed games are on Game Pass now.
Nice.
The only one that I
Nice.
noticed that is not there, strangely, is the first one. But the reason I brought up Pirate is I saw that Black Flag was on there, and I installed it. I haven't played it yet, but I installed it. I haven't really been playing.
I know we're a Star Wars podcast. I know we're a Star Wars podcast, but I'm going to say this, and you can't change my mind on it, so don't even try. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is probably one of the greatest video games I've ever played. It is absolutely a fantastic. If you love the Assassin's Creed series, it's the best in the series, in my opinion. This is my opinion, but it's the best in my opinion. And as far as video games is concerned, I've done a playthrough at least 3 times. And if you know me, most games I'll do one playthrough and then I'll just goof off with it. I won't actually do another playthrough.
Yeah.
I've done a playthrough of Assassin's Creed Black Flag 3 times. And there's been talk that they're going to do like a remaster of it and like upgrade all of the functions and all of the, like they're going to put it through Unreal Engine 5 now and all this kind of stuff. And it's one of those shut up and take my money kind of moments. I'm like,
you know what?
Please.
I bet you would like for a future tabletop role playing game thing. For our group or anybody else that we can gather around that wants to get into it. There is a game called Pirate Borg, and you play as pirates, and it's a really fun game. I should run you guys through it. Give me a second. Hold that thought, folks.
Hold that thought. He's going for the book. No. For those of you, if you've never played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I highly encourage it, especially if you like open world Assassin's Creed style games. It is a great game. The storyline is crazy. The storyline is great. It's and you have to play all the way through to the end to kind of get like the whole gist of everything. But it's
I don't know what I did with it. I've got the book somewhere.
Okay.
Certainly I've got the book. I know I bought the book.
I actually have a statuette. I have a book. I have a couple of books about Black Flag. I actually have some 6-inch McFarlane toy line characters that I had from Black Flag. I have a whole bunch of Black Flag stuff.
But yeah, the Pirate Borg, it's actually a very easy game to learn to play. It's loosely based off of a system called Morkborg. Interesting gaming system if anybody's out there's ever heard of it. But yeah, Pirate Borg. I know I've got that book. Where the fuck would I put it? Because I've got 2 of my Borg books sitting where I just grabbed. Why would Pirate Borg not be with it? I don't know. Anyway,
we just gave Steve homework.
Well, I gotta find it. But yeah. I should show you. I could. I'm trying to think.
With our group, especially if we can get Mari to come back and play with us, and we just be a bunch of drunken pirates.
Oh, could you imagine her playing a pirate game? That'd be awesome.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
We are already kind of playing pirates.
Yeah,
in a way.
See, I didn't know this.
Anyway,
I didn't know this. Like I said, I love Black Flag. Black Flag is awesome. And then that pirate game would be cool. And I didn't even know this, but apparently they do like pirate Ren festivals. I didn't even know that was a thing.
So, your opinion, what is the greatest pirate movie of all time?
Does it have to be one movie, or can it be a series?
No, it needs to be a movie. It's got to be a movie.
Greatest pirate movie of all time. Ooh. Does it have to be completely about pirates, or can it involve pirates?
It can involve pirates. I think
It can
mine's going to
involve
throw you
pirates.
off.
Oh, probably. I'm kind of at a tie, man. I'll be honest with you, because I love Goonies. I
That's
love
a
the
good one.
Goonies from the 80s. Love that movie. Absolutely love it. But it's more involving pirates and about the legend of pirates, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if I had to say a movie that is strictly like pirate movies, my favorite would probably have to be, I would say, the original Pirates of the Caribbean,
Okay.
Curse of the Black Pearl. I think that's
Good
probably
one.
my
It's a
favorite.
good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yep.
Not
All right,
the
go ahead.
best one. The
Oh,
best
goodness. Here
pirate
we go.
movie ever made is Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh, God. Ah. Cheers. No, the reason why I said series is because I think the Pirates of the Caribbean series is great, especially the first three. The first three are pretty good. The second one, not so much, but 1, 2, and 3, that whole series that kind of goes along that whole
Yeah,
storyline in the beginning, I think those are
after
great.
those, they kind of trail off, and you're like, "What the hell's going on? What are they doing?"
Yeah, when you get to 4, you're kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. You get to meet Blackbeard, but you're like, where was he during
See,
the
Charles
whole
knows.
thing? And
Charles knows. Tim Curry was great in that Muppet Treasure
yeah,
Island.
oh yeah, love
Treasure
Tim
Island.
Curry. Love Tim Curry.
Yeah, no, the Pirates of the Caribbean was good up to a point.
I like the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything this week. Okay, Princess Bride, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one. I didn't do much of anything this week. I didn't really play very many video games. I did a bunch of comic book reading.
I do have to say, as far as I'm going to go one more on the pirate thing. If you folks have not seen it, and Steve, if you have not seen it, I actually have a physical copy of it because I don't think you can find it on Stars Network anymore or anything. But if you ever get a chance to watch the series called Black Sails,
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
Very good series. Very awesome about pirates. It's very cool. Not historically accurate at all. But a very good series. Awesome series. But I do want to caution people, it is not for kids.
Isn't that like kind of a prequel to Treasure Island?
Yes, it is. It's 100% a prequel to Treasure Island.
It's
100% a prequel to Treasure Island.
I've watched a few episodes, but I didn't.
It's a very good series. It's an awesome series. It's a great series. They have like pirates from all over history are in the movie, but none of them actually die the way they were in the movies or anything like that. It's a lot different. I mean, it kind of follows the line of history of pirates, but it's still not the way they do, because the way they, like, Blackbeard shows up in like the 3rd season and the way he dies is not historically accurate at all.
Man, how do we get to talking about pirates?
You talked about Black Flag and Assassin's Creed. But great series. Not a family show to watch with your kids. Please don't do that. There's some very adult things.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. Very adult things in there, so be very cautious if you watch it. It's not for kids. So anyway, go ahead.
Very good. Yeah, I didn't do much of anything this week. Did I? I don't even think I played any tabletop. Oh, you know what? Last Wednesday, Blue kicked off his Fallout TTRPG campaign. I played in that one.
Nice.
Fallout you're talking about your favorite video game series. Fallout is my favorite video game series. So
I kind of had a feeling.
I love playing. I love the idea of playing a tabletop RPG in that universe. We did that last Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I am playing a Mr. Handy robot that is a raider.
Nice.
So that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really do, like I was saying, mostly what I did this week is I did a bunch of comic book reading because I was trying to get caught up on the newest X-Men series, Age of Revelation.
Nice.
So I got caught up on that. And that series, that event series is over now. So that's kind of why I started going back and reading all. But yeah,
I did start and I did start something just today. The third book in the full cast audiobook Harry Potter series came out today. I did start that today. It's the Prisoner of Azkaban. So I did start that today.
You know what you need to read? You need to read volume 1 of Absolute Superman.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I agree. I do.
What's up, Spencer? How's it going?
Hey, Spencer. Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, you need to get on that one. I mean, honestly, I got to get on it too, but I read a little bit faster, I think, when I actually want to read something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you this week off on our social media thingy.
Ooh.
But it is time to talk about social media.
Right on.
And the question is, where can you find Rebel Nerd Radio online? I could give you every one of our social media links, but I will not. I'm going to give you one link that's staring you right in the face. bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. That takes you to our Facebook. That takes you to our Twitter. That takes you to our Instagram. What are the other ones? Fucking Blue Sky, Threads.
Half of the ones I don't even have.
Yeah, I think that's it. You can find them. You can find us, of course, on our YouTube channel. But if you're watching us right now, you already know where our YouTube channel is. But it will take you to our YouTube channel. It also takes you to our favorite Rebel Nerd Radio social media. You can? Really? I've never seen us on the bathroom wall.
What? Dude, that's like
our favorite
premium advertisement.
Our favorite Rebel Nerd Radio social media, our Discord channel. Jump on our Discord channel. You can link from the bio link. Go to our Discord channel. That's where all the fun happens post and pre-show. And throughout the rest of the week. We get in there and we talk about everything except religion and politics. We talk about Star Wars. We talk about comic books. We talk about movies. We talk about what else? Food. We talk about cats and other pets.
Pets, personal promotions, general shenanigans.
We talk about TV shows. We talk about music. Every once in a while, we'll get in there and talk about sports, but that doesn't happen very often. We talk about gaming in all its aspects, either tabletop RPGs or video games. We talk about all that stuff. Also, like I said, it does take you to our YouTube channel. If you are not already a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please go subscribe and like. And I meant to put a banner up here, and now I can't figure out where it's at. Man, why is StreamYard? There we go. StreamYard's messing things up. They're like moving stuff. I don't get it. Anyway,
They do that just to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, definitely get on there and join the Discord, and definitely get on there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We definitely want more people to subscribe to that. Last but not least, certainly not least, you can go to our Patreon if you would like to support our little endeavor here and help us pay our StreamYard bill, because that's all we use it for. You can join the Patreon for only $2 a month. $2 a month gets you some exclusive content, which at this point is really just our tabletop RPG stuff. You can see our original Star Wars campaign, Twilight of Vakanta. You can see our Cyberpunk game, which is on hiatus. You can see our current Star Wars campaign, Shadow of the Sun. That one is a lot of fun. It's that last session. That last session, it was kind of a disaster. So yeah,
I was unfortunately detained and not able to attend.
Yeah, Jenny was not there for that one. In addition to the exclusive content, you get early access to other content. Mostly non-Star Wars related. In fact, I think all of our early access stuff is all comic book related. We've got our Kryptonian Chronicles, where we talk about all things Superman. We've got the Bat Cave. What the hell are you talking about? We've got the Bat Cave, where we talk about all things Batman.
What?
Don't ask. Who do you think? It's Matt. Batcave. We've got the Devil's Den, where we talk about Daredevil stuff. And then we also have Mutant Chronicles, where we talk about all things X-Men related. Fun times. Don't we have another one? I think that's it. I think those are the only ones we do. So those are all early access for our patrons. We put it up on the Patreon and keep it up there for a couple of weeks until we decide it's been enough time. And then we put it on our YouTube channel. But as a patron, you can get that early access. You also get, whenever they end up getting mailed out, you get stickers.
Which Steve is still gonna he's gonna mail them to me, which I'm gonna budget.
Yeah, I'm gonna mail a bunch of them to JD and
Steve is gonna mail a bunch of them to me.
Here's the patron exclusive one. That is one of them. Now I'm trying to find it. You know what? I was getting it prepared to mail to you. I'm not sure what I did with it. Oh, here's one. There's a free floating one. This is the regular official Rebel Nerd Radio sticker. You'll get that too. And I think JD's got some fun stuff he's going to be sending out to our patrons.
Yep. If you watched our last episode, you saw that I had some Republic credits that I was going to send everybody. Yep. I'm also going to be sending everybody a fun little Jedi coin that I 3D printed out. And you're also going to be getting a mystery item, which I will be finishing probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you'll be getting a cool, neat little mystery item.
Technically, Matt, I do have some vintage stickers that have the old name Rebel Rock Radio. I could throw those in there, but who the hell wants a sticker from the podcast that doesn't exist anymore? So yeah, you get all that for $2 a month. But that's not all. If you are a patron, you will hear your name on this live stream. So I want to take some time to thank our patrons. Thank you to Dave Brown. Thank you to Kelly and Chris Olson. Thank you to Justin Hensley. Thank you to Charlie Kirby. Thank you to Chantel Gonzalez. Thank you to Brennan. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Steve Spawn. Thank you to Matthew. Thank you to Taco Cat. You know, Taco Cat's not in the chat tonight. What the hell, man?
No, he's not. I don't know where he's at.
Thank you to Paul. Thank you to Smirking Bear, who is also not in the chat. What the hell's going on with these people? And also thank you to Adam. So thank you to all our patrons for helping us pay our StreamYard bill. And if you would like to be a patron and hear your name and get all that other cool stuff, it's only $2, man. $2 a month. That is not that much money. I could afford that. Which is saying a lot because I can't afford it.
Yeah. But it does help pay the StreamYard bill. We are very thankful to our Patreons. We are very thankful to our Discord folks, our Discord community, you guys are awesome. You guys are a lot of fun. I think people are starting to come back and get back into it from the holidays because we've had quite a bit of activity over there, but we're getting people joining. Actually, Drew, who's in our Discord, and like I said, part of the Rebel Legion here in Kansas, he's joined our Discord, and he's now
Is he in our Discord?
Shenanigans. Yeah, he's in the Discord. He just joined the Discord.
Oh, he just joined. Look at that.
He just joined the
Okay,
Discord.
wave to say hi, everybody.
I swear I can talk. I promise.
It's
overrated.
Talking's overrated.
Talking is overrated, people.
Welcome to the Discord. Drew, you are in for a bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah.
So that's it. Go to bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio and go to all those links. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't, first and foremost, and our Patreon.
Yes.
But that brings us to be drawn to the Force. So drawn to the Force.
Okay, people. I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this. That was not planned. Not at all.
That was not what?
That was not planned. Not at all.
What was not planned?
That was not planned.
Well, we don't plan shit.
We don't plan.
We plan our topics.
We plan our topics. We kind of know what we're going to talk about, but we didn't plan that. Okay. Anyway.
We don't really plan a whole hell of a lot. Anyway,
that's boring.
So Drawn to the Force is the portion of our show where we talk about Star Wars comics that will be released this week. So we are talking about Star Wars comics that will be released tomorrow, Wednesday, January 14th. This week we only have one. Only one Star Wars comic. And that is, if I can get this freaking thing to work. Why is StreamYard moving shit all the time? Okay. This week we have Legacy of Vader number 12. This is the ongoing series. It takes place after The Last Jedi, before Rise of Skywalker, and focuses on Mr. Kylo Ren. I think this one's coming up to an end. I want to say that 12 might be the last one. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, this one is written by Charles Soule. Awesome writer. Artwork by Luke Ross. And there is the, I guess you could just call that the classic cover. But check out this variant cover. I really like this one. That one's cool. You see it?
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, I can see it. I can barely see it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There we go.
That one's cool.
I like that one.
There is another variant cover. This one's kind of a throwback looking. I kind of like that one too.
I kind of like that one. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
To be honest, both of the variant covers are better than the regular cover.
Which is rare because like the last couple ones we've looked at, the variant covers were not good.
Yeah, variants have been like, ugh.
Yeah, but this one's actually pretty darn good.
But yeah, Legacy of Vader number 12 out tomorrow. Make sure you hit up your local comic book shop if you are a comic book fan. And who knew Kylo was an optometrist? But yeah, hit up your local comic book shop if you like comics and like Star Wars. What could be better?
We do
Drawn to the Force. Yeah. What do we got next? I know what time it is.
So for you folks that don't know, we do Drawn to the Force because we're always trying to get people interested in comics and stuff like that because, like during the dark times and things like that, comics and books and things was really the only thing you had for Star Wars. And it seems like they're kind of not really backing off. It just seems like the content's just been kind of like being staggered more. So to get your new Star Wars fix, there's always comics available. So
I don't buy it, Matt.
What do you say?
He says, I could say a lot about the character in that comic, but I've matured. I'm taking the high ground.
I don't buy it.
That does not sound like Matt. Where's Matt? What have you done with Matt?
Yeah. Who are you and what are you doing that for me to?
Okay. Well, you know what time it is now, don't you?
I do.
It is time for us to show
Show
our
our
thingies. It's show and tell time. Do you have a thingy to show?
Oh, of course. I actually have. I posted something in Discord for people to see. I actually was able to, now that I've got my 3D printer up and going, I actually have I made some modifications to my display of the kind of like the diamond, I call the diamond trilogy or diamond thing that I wanted to make. And I posted the picture of it in Discord and everybody kind of saw
In
it and
what
thought it was pretty
channel?
cool.
I'm trying to find it.
Just regular shenanigans. I posted
Oh,
regular
geez.
shenanigans.
How long
It
ago
was
did you do this?
it's been about a week ago.
Oh, my God.
I think I
That
still
thing
have
could
it.
be
If you want,
lost. That thing is
well,
lost forever.
no. I wasn't gonna show that tonight. The only thing I wanted to say is that I kind of showed everybody a picture of what I've accomplished with it so far. And like I said, I can if I know where the picture is at, so I can send it to you. But I what I've accomplished so far, I have a couple other things that I'm going to 3D print for it, so I can kind of complete the whole process of the thing. But it's something like a project that I've been working on for a while, as far as my sideshow collectible stuff that I've been kind of getting out, and I'm got a few modifications that I want to make on this one. But I kind of gave a picture in Discord where I showed everybody what I was going for and where I was kind of going with it. And so now I just need to get the other things printed out so I can complete the whole thing. And yeah, so like I said, I sent a picture in Discord. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, there it is. And I will send it to Steve.
Alrighty.
Dun, dun, dun. And then he can. And then here I'll repost it. All right. Steve, there we go. There we go. Okay, I sent it to you in Discord, or in on Discord.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion that goes on in Discord. So yeah,
Yeah. No. I got
I'm
it.
not sure how
I got it sent to you.
Ooh, that's
Yeah. So you can throw that up there so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. But I'm printing out some other things on the 3D printer that I can make this. I was originally going to do this all out of wood and spray paint it, but I actually found some really cool stuff on the 3D printer that I could use to make this more complete. And it's also, by the time I'm done with it,
in
it's
the right
also
format too.
cool.
There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. It's by the time it's done, I actually, with this picture, I kind of want to do the Obi-Wan is going to be a little bit taller, and then Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker are going to be up a little higher too. But those are all sideshow collectibles. The only one that doesn't light up is actually Ahsoka. She doesn't have anything that lights up on her. But the entire Vader outfit lights up. The Obi-Wan saber lights up. There's a few other things going on there. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to get them up a little bit taller to kind of make that, kind of extend that out a little bit so you can see more of the detail on each of the characters. So yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going with it. You can't see behind it, but the Obi-Wan on that one actually is on a platform that I 3D printed for displays and things. So, but I'm gonna make it a little higher and do a little bit of something different with that. And then there's gonna be few other details that are added. So that's kind of an ongoing project. But I do have some other stuff for that. So, Steve, if you have anything you want to show.
I do. I was actually in Walmart the other day, and I saw a box full of these Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron mystery boxes.
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of
So I was
those.
like, you know what? I'm gonna buy one of these.
Uh-huh.
They weren't really expensive. They were like $4.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's in this box. I'm unboxing it right now.
Nice. Yes, those mystery boxes are cool because you can get all kinds of mini vehicles. They're kind of cool, and I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of them actually sitting up here on the shelf. So yeah, and I have a few of them in there that I haven't opened yet because I have a bunch of vehicles that I need to open, but I haven't quite got to those yet because I'm not through all of my other stuff.
So yeah, I have no idea what is in this box, and they taped it up quite well. So
quite well. They love to do that.
They love taping these things. Okay, we're gonna find out what I got. Well, if I can get the tape removed. There we go. Okay. All right. Hopefully it's not something lame.
Yes, Matt.
Okay.
Obi-Wan will always have the high ground.
Okay, this is I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. Oh, you know what? I think that's Luthen. It doesn't it doesn't tell me who it is, but I'm pretty sure that's Luthen.
Yeah. Yep,
And
I think so.
It's his little speeder bike.
Yeah. Yep.
And I guess this is a stand for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
in the bottom of your vehicle, there should be a little square hole, and you just plug it on the stand, and then Luthen will straddle it, and you can move his arm so he grabs a hold of the thing.
Straddle it.
He will straddle it.
He will straddle it. Okay. Man, these are really tiny.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why it was like so hard for you to figure out what it is, because it's like, good Lord. Yeah, perfect. That's pretty awesome. And it's kind of neat that you got something associated with Rogue One, or
I know, or at least,
or that's associated with Rogue One. So I mean, it falls into that. It falls into that category.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's right. It goes in the square hole.
The square hole. That's right. Round peg in a square hole. Woo-hoo!
Yeah. That's my show and tell today. I didn't have anything else.
Nice. So I've got two things here I want to show. First off, I've gotten a couple Black Series things in. One of them is actually in the plastic, which is awesome. I don't have to take it out of the box. But unfortunately, the other one I'll have to take out of the box. But what I got here is the first one I want to show is Anakin Skywalker and Clone Captain Rex in the Black Series 6-inch variety.
Very cool.
Very, very nice, from the Clone Wars. It actually has artwork on both sides, which is kind of cool. And then you can kind of see the stuff on the back, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, so yeah, I like that one. Anakin and Clone Captain Rex. Heck yeah. As far as the Clone Wars TV show, I think Captain Rex is probably one of my favorite characters outside of like the legacy characters that you see. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Captain Rex is probably one of my favorites. That's cool. I actually, somewhere down the road, I've got to get through Balin's skull, and I got to get through Vader on my costumes first, and then I might actually do a Captain Rex. So that may be a future costume for me.
Do you have? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, what were you gonna ask?
I was saying, do you have a Black Series Emperor?
Yes, I have a couple of them.
Okay, because I found one.
I have ones.
I saw one on Amazon, but they want like $50 for it.
I think, is it the one with the throne?
Yes.
So yeah, that sounds about right. $49.99. It should be the Emperor with the throne, and there's like a backdrop on it. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'd like to find a Black Series Admiral Thrawn.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them. There's one that's in the regular box, and then they have a collector's set that came from. It might have came from San Diego Comic-Con. I'm not sure, but he had a bunch of accessories with it. That might be something, if you want, next time I can show that to you for show me on your thingy. Is I have a huge, and I'll figure out where it came from, but it was a Thrawn that came with a box, and it came with a huge bunch of accessories. So, Drew says he's got 3 Thrawns. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, there's quite a Discord. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Definitely. I have a Thrawn Funko Pop. You remember when I found it? It's when we were hanging out in Wichita when we went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Yes, Drew. I have the San Diego Comic-Con Deluxe Thrawn in the blue box. Yes, I do have that.
Very nice.
I do have that.
Very nice.
As a matter of fact, Steve, I haven't talked to you about this. I got to talk about it. So Rebel ScumCon, which is coming up in August. We will actually have a full truckload of people going to San Diego or to a Rebel ScumCon.
Really?
Yeah. So Mr. Drew in the chat will actually probably be joining us.
I hope I can go. I mean, it all depends on things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that, but yeah, yeah. So Drew or
I've
Artemis
got
Armory in the or Artist Armory, excuse me, in the chat. He will actually be he will be coming with us.
very cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be we're gonna have a whole group of people.
6,
They're gonna be showing
7,
up.
8. I have 9 Black Series figures.
Mhm.
4 of which I bought at Rebels Come Con.
That your wife obviously didn't kill you for, so I mean it should be okay.
Not yet. No,
Not yet. Not yet.
not yet.
So the other thing that I've got for show me your thingy is I
Another
actually this
thing?
one.
You
Yeah, I
got
have one other thing.
things.
This one is not in a it does not have the clear acrylic on it. So I probably will take this one out of the box because it's pretty cool and I will display it somewhere. Because one, I don't have another piece. I don't have another piece like this anywhere except for like Power of the Force 1, and it's in a case that you can see the inside of it, and it's kind of broken up a little bit. But the scene is not complete, so I think I might actually take this one out and display it because obviously when you see it, it's going to be pretty awesome, and I think it'd be worth it. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, I might be able to get another one to keep in the box, but that's okay because this will be hard to keep in the box. But this is a Black Series version of the Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back duel between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. And this one actually has Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader in it, and it actually has in the back, you can kind of see it. It has a platform that you can put both characters on, and then you can display the platform and both characters in their battle scene together. But it obviously, like I said, there's no acrylic on the front. You can't see the inside of it. Really cool box, really cool display. I hate to get rid of the box or do anything with it, but it's a really awesome display. So what I might do is I might actually cut out like this section of it here and then put this as a backdrop behind it and then show the actual the figures outside of the box. I might try to do something like that. So
Yeah, Drew, all of mine
yeah.
are right in front of me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Drew. Yeah, Drew, this is only like part of my stuff. This is only part of it. So yeah.
for Drew's sake, I'll throw up a picture of mine.
Yeah, yeah. I actually want to see if maybe I can print out a shelf, maybe or something that might be able to display that on because I think that would be better served on a shelf because obviously it's a pretty iconic scene. I love the Black Series characters, and I think this one will be a good one to show in that capacity. So I want to see if I can print out a actual stand for those. So yeah,
So
that would
here
be
are my Black Series here up on the wall.
nice.
There's I said I have 9. There's one missing because I can't get it on the wall. It doesn't have one of those little hook thingies, so it's actually just sitting on the desk in front of me. It's another Dr. Aphra. It's the Dr. Aphra Black Series where you can't actually see the figure, which is really irritating.
That is super irritating.
Yeah, but yeah, those are my. So that's a Darth Revan, Saw Gerrera, Andor, Black Chrysanthemum, Dr. Aphra, 000, BT, and Boba Fett.
Yeah. I still cannot figure out, and this one in the box not being able to see the figures is super annoying. I don't know who it was that decided that they didn't want to display these or didn't want to send these boxes out in with clear acrylic fronts on them for display. Because I mean they do put a lot of effort into these boxes, and they put a lot of effort into the artwork and everything, and then you have to take it out of the box, and then you're left with trying to figure out someplace to put the box. And if you don't have a lot of room, like I don't, you don't know what to do with it. So it kind of sucks, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'll see what I can do with a shelf or something, and I'll go from there. So
Cool. So I guess that is it for Show Me Your Thingy tonight.
yeah,
We will be, next week we'll show some more things.
Next week we got more things to show.
Where does that bring us now? Oh, it's time for our main event.
Ooh.
Are you ready to rebel? So like I said at the early part of the show, this is going to be kind of a test run because we really didn't talk about the format in which we were going to do this.
I think we have more fun when we do that because we have better discussions that way.
You've seen the show before, you know how this works. We don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the first episode of our Starships of the Galaxy series. Tonight we will be talking about the Rebel fleet, the capital ships, and the starfighters. I'm going to start with the capital ships, just because I feel like talking about them first.
Go from biggest to smallest?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So the first one we're going to talk about, and hopefully I remembered to... Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one is the Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. The picture that you are seeing is one example of a Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. This is Home 1, which is an MC class Star Cruiser. The Mon Calamari Star Cruisers are, as if you didn't really need to guess, produced by Mon Calamari Shipyards, which is on Mon Calamari. So Home 1 is a headquarters frigate, and is typically the use for these Mon Calamari Star Cruises. They're used as huge command ships and that sort of thing. And some of the appearances in which we saw these starships were Rogue One, Return of the Jedi, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. That is right, Charles. I was actually about to say that. They were not originally designed to be warships.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of turned out that way.
If my memory serves, they had to be heavily modified to be able to defend themselves because they did not have defensive weapons.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Anything else that you wanted to say about the Mon Calamari Star Cruiser?
I think you'll probably talk about it in one of these. I liked Home 1. It was probably neat, but it was kind of, when I first saw it in Return of the Jedi, my first thought was it looked kind of like a whale.
Yeah.
And then when you saw like Admiral Akbar and all them kind of people, the first thing I thought was aquatic. And I don't know if that was the intention of the original design, was to make them look like aquatic animals, and maybe it was.
Maybe.
But after I saw that, I was like, yeah. And then come to find out the Mon Calamari were actually like water-based species, I guess.
Yeah.
And so it made more sense. I was like, okay, so maybe they integrated that in afterwards, or I'm not sure. But the first thing I thought of was like, that looks like a freaking whale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Next on our list is where is my picture of it? The Nebulon B frigate.
Oh, the medical frigate.
That's right. That is correct. They were they served various functions, although mostly they were used as medical frigates or to protect convoys in a kind of an escort capacity. They were designed by Kuat Drive Yards. Hold that thought.
I like Artie's comment. He says, for a while
Okay,
in
there's
Legends,
some
the
movement.
MC. He says for a while the MC cruisers were just the underwater buildings for the Mon people, just turned into the ships when they fled the system. But they ended up scrapping that idea.
Yeah,
That would make sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, it seems like they would be kind of like underwater craft.
okay, so the Nebulon B escort frigate, as it was commonly known, it was manufactured by Kuwait Drive Yards. So I was thinking for one of the episodes of the series, I wonder if we shouldn't do an episode specifically about some of the manufacturers of these things.
Ooh, you'd be really getting in deep then.
That'd be interesting. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was Quat Drive Yards, originally designed for Imperial use, because if you are not familiar with Quat Drive Yards, they are also they are the company that built the Imperial class Star Destroyer.
Mm.
But yeah, they were originally designed for Imperial use, and then it, I guess, the Rebel Alliance got their hands on them, and you started using those. And like I said, they were primarily used for medical, as a medical frigate, but it did serve other roles such as search and rescue, scouting operations, and bombardment. So you could use these as bombers. Now, interestingly, don't these kind of look somewhat similar to the bombers in The Last Jedi?
The front of it does.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the front of it does. Yeah. Yep. And I don't know. I mean, there could be a chance that there was some kind of concept art out there for them that's what they originally looked like was the bombers from The Last Jedi.
Mhm.
And then that's what they turned into later. It's an interesting design. I mean, that long shaft in the middle that connects the two sections. I mean, I don't know if there was a specific design idea behind that, but I mean, you do see, like, obviously, one of our most prominent scenes that we know this from, or where we've seen it the first, was Empire Strikes Back at the end when the Millennium Falcon is attached to that centerpiece in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And through an umbilical, and then you see Luke inside the ship and that kind of stuff inside the medical frigate, and we see it again, obviously, in Return of the Jedi. So I mean,
that
it's
particular Nebulon B frigate had a name. The one at the end of Empire Strikes Back was called the where'd it go? The Redemption.
but
They never called it that in the movie, but somebody came up with a name for it. That was also seen in Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, we have the where'd it go? The GR-75 transport. Basically, just a transport ship.
Mm-hmm.
Typically used for evacuation purposes, or as resupply ships. We saw these most prominently at the Battle of Hoth in Empire Strikes Back. We saw these in Return of the Jedi. And we also saw at least one that I can recall at the Battle of Scarif in Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
This one was built by a company called Gallifrey Yards, and primarily used by the Rebel Alliance. Like I was saying, your most notable appearance was at the Battle of Hoth. They were using them as evacuation ships.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they had
Yeah.
other uses besides just mass evacuation. They were probably like troop transports and gear transports and things like that. So I mean, it's just a big.
Yeah, Drew,
Yeah.
that's what comes into my mind when I think of these ships too. The
Yes.
giant hot ion gun firing past
The
them.
ion cannon. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool iconic scene. I mean, that's where we see him first, and yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you want to talk iconic capital ship.
Here we go.
Here's an iconic capital ship. So there were several of these, but one in particular will be etched in our brain forever as Star Wars nerds. We are talking about the CR-90 Carillion Corvette.
The blockade
Manufactured
runner.
by Carillion Engineering Corporation. Primarily used as diplomatic vessels. The one you are looking at right now is the Tantive 4 that we saw at the beginning of A New Hope, but also at the end
I knew it.
of Rogue One.
I knew it.
What?
I knew it.
You knew what?
I knew we were going to talk about that.
Well, of course.
Of course.
Again, designed by Carillion Engineering Corporation. It was actually designed during the Clone Wars. So this is an older design. Classic cruiser. We all know and love this one. Because I mean,
we did see the full thing at the end of Revenge of the Sith too.
Right. I hadn't gotten to the other areas
Okay.
where we saw these.
Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, that one. We also saw them in Rise of Skywalker. We saw them in the Mandalorian TV show. Also saw them in the animated show Rebel. We're getting to it, dude. Just hold your horses.
Dude, you're getting
We got other ships to get through right now. This one, I mean, it's iconic because it's the first Rebel ship that you ever see as a Star Wars fan.
Probably, I mean, honestly, it's arguably probably what the first ship we see.
Didn't we see the Star Destroyer first? Now I don't know. I got to go back and watch New Hope again.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pretty certain that we see the blockade runners coming through, and then you see the Star Destroyer coming right back after it's firing at it. Pretty darn sure.
You might be right. It's been a while since I've watched A New Hope.
Drew says, "Yep. Sorry, I love
the
KOTOR."
first ship seen in Star Wars A New Hope is the Tantive 4.
The Tantive 4. Yep. You see that ship come through, and you see it blasting around it, and then you see the Star Destroyer coming right back after it, and it's just that's the first thing you see is the Tantive 4. Awesome stuff.
Very cool ship. Very cool ship. Okay. Interestingly enough, the one that Drew is bugging us about is the next one on my list.
Well, I mean, you know, the cool thing about the Tantive 4 is the Tantive 4 is one of the ones we get to see, arguably, probably one of the most interior shots of, because we get to see them fight their way through it.
Where is it?
You get to see. Drew says, "I'm sorry." You get to see a lot of interior shots of it. You get to see the escape pods. You get to see them basically have a firefight with stormtroopers and Darth Vader at the very front. And it's kind of one of those things where you see what stormtroopers would be like if they were actually accurate.
Yeah. Okay. So this next one we're going to talk about is the Hammerhead Corvette.
The Hammerhead Corvette.
The Hammerhead Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome looking ship.
Mm-hmm.
Drew said that he loves them. They had a precursor to them all the way back in KOTOR. Okay. That's what he was talking about KOTOR for. So these were built by Carillion Engineering Corporation and Rendili Star Drive. So this is the weird thing. Their primary use was in a civilian capacity as transport ships, but the Rebel Alliance used them as heavy attack ships, primarily for ramming, which we got to see at the Battle of Scarif in Rogue One. That was badass. That scene was so awesome.
I mean,
took down a Star Destroyer with a freaking Corvette.
To actually, when they come up with that scene, I mean, it was when you get to see the scene of them actually going in, and then you get to see the iconic characters from A New Hope that actually go in and they attack the array dish. That was great. But this ship actually smashing the two of them together, and you get to see the whole top section of a freaking Star Destroyer come flying off, and the Hammerhead Corvettes right in the middle of it. I was like, man, that is fantastic. And it was really crazy because somewhere I read, or not, I didn't get a chance to read it, but somebody posted there was a canon explanation as to what happened to that crew after they finished hitting that ship, the two ships together.
Held it fuck out of there.
I hope they did. I hope they did. I really hope they survived. That would be my. But maybe somebody can elaborate, like Drew or somebody in the chat can elaborate who knows a little better. But yeah, there was an explanation as to what happened to them afterwards, because I assumed that if they smashed into it like that they might not have survived. But
that's what I thought.
They did.
That's what I thought.
Maybe they did. They might have. I don't know. They might have.
So yeah, their military use was primarily for ramming, but they also were used as tugs. The main two appearances we've got at the ship that I was able to locate was obviously Rogue One, but also in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very cool ship. The last capital ship that I have to talk about is one that I'm really not super familiar with. This one.
Okay.
It is called the Pelta class frigate.
Mm-hmm.
It was used during the Clone Wars, which this looks like a Clone Wars ship, really.
Yeah.
It was put together, or it was designed by, again, Kuat Drive Yards, and was primarily used by the Alliance as med centers or command ships. The two canon appearances you're going to get of these was I couldn't find any live action appearances, but they were both they were in both Clone Wars and Rebels. Now, specifically Rebels, you see this Pelta class frigate used as the Phoenix home ship, or the Phoenix command ship, Phoenix Squadron command ship. I think it was just called Phoenix Home. But that was a Pelta class frigate. Okay, so Drew has an update for us.
Okay.
Most of the crew at that ship escaped to the Radis before it hit. But the crew left on the ship died in the maneuver. That makes sense. I mean,
that does make sense. That definitely makes sense. Yep.
That's big.
So a lot of them evacuated before they actually did the maneuver, and then
yeah,
that makes sense. I mean, noble sacrifice for sure. That's freaking cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So now we move on to starfighters.
Oh boy, here we go.
So let's see. Do we go alphabetical?
Sure, why not?
Let's go alphabetical. So alphabetically, you know what? Every one of these says wing after it.
Well, yeah.
What's the deal with wing? Okay. First one is the A-Wing. The A-Wing was designed by Kuat Drive Yards. We hear of them a lot. This was in use primarily as an interceptor starfighter, and was equipped with 2 laser cannons and a concussion missile launcher.
Mm-hmm. No hyperdrive, as I remember.
No hyperdrive. This was kind of like the TIE fighter, in that it was mostly, they wanted it for its combat capability, its maneuverability, and its speed. So it really wasn't. It really wasn't meant to be moving around too much.
Yeah, super fast, super light, fast attack ship. No hyperdrive. It did have a concussion missile that if it needed to use it, but most of its primary weapons were the twin cannons on it. The twin cannons on it.
Yeah,
very cool ship, very fast. If you ever played Star Wars Starfighter, yeah, that was a crazy ship. Crazy ship to play. Hard to master.
I think I played. I think I flew one in Squadrons.
Yes, Squadrons. Yes.
Okay.
Very fast ship. You had to manage your shields a lot because it didn't have a lot as far as shields, but it was very fast and it was
It was very important in the Battle of Endor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
But yeah. So Drew says A-Wings would be his last choice of what to take in battle. I don't know, man. There's something to be said about maneuverability.
Yeah, fast attack, maneuverability. You can keep up with TIE interceptors. I don't know, man. I do like the A-Wing. It's just so small and it's light, and like I said, with no hyperdrive.
Yeah.
If you got stuck in a situation where you got left behind, you were pretty screwed. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they were the fastest ships in the fleet, but they were also the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
But say what? Oh, die wings.
But if you think about it, one of the most pivotal moments in Return of the Jedi. Moments in Return of the Jedi. The A-Wing is actually a kamikaze, or unwilling kamikaze, if you will, that actually destroyed the bridge crew and took out an executor class a starship and drove it in, or that caused it to drive into the Death Star. That was almost considered like the turning point of the war or the battle at that point.
So there you go. A-Wings are important, but yeah. All right. Since we're going alphabetically, the next one we're going to talk about is the C-Wing. No, I'm kidding. The B-Wing.
If you skip over this one, you could have a riot on your hands.
Nah, the B-Wing. We got to talk about the B-Wing.
Got to talk about
the B-Wing. B-Wing is awesome. We get a little bit of its origin in Star Wars Rebels. The company that manufactures these is called Slane and Corporal, but it was actually designed by Amon Calamari by the name of Quarry, and you'll learn about this if you watch Star Wars Rebels. It was a heavy assault starfighter used primarily to attack capital ships and as fighter escorts. Awesome ship. I like just the way it looks. It's freaking awesome.
I will say this. When I saw the Millennium Falcon and the fact that the cockpit was on the side, I thought that was such a weird design for a ship, but it was cool. And when I saw what the Millennium Falcon was originally designed for, I thought, okay, that makes a little bit more sense why it's designed that way. The B-Wing, I agree with you 100%. It is a cool ship. But when I first saw it and I saw it fly in the Return of the Jedi, I was like, what in the hell is this thing? I was like, I don't get it.
Here's another picture of it. This is from Rebels.
Yeah.
But
it's a very weird design for a ship. I mean, I guess in some cases it would make sense. But you know what, though?
The coolest, awesome, though.
It does look awesome. It looks cool. It's just such an unusual design. It's so weird.
It is.
But one of the best things, I'll be honest with you, one of the best things that I've seen come out of the B-Wing, and I'm glad they brought it back for this, was if you remember in Skeleton Crew,
Okay.
they actually added low-level, like Death Star style lasers to the B-Wing, so it was more effective on bigger ships. Remember that scene at the end? It's like one of the last. I think it's the last episode of the season where those B-Wings came out and they actually fired a Death Star style laser together and fired at that ship and actually brought it down with that laser.
I agree, Drew. Drew says that it's one of the ships I love the canon version of better than the Legends. The origin of the ship is way better in Rebels. I agree.
Yep. 100%.
Oh, those are really cool. I really like this ship.
Yeah, I like it's a cool ship. I have several of them. I have a big version of it. Yeah, I like the B-Wing. It's cool. I actually kind of wish they would do a HasLab version of it that had more detail and did more stuff with it that you could order, because I think it would be cool if they actually did something. If they did something bigger with it, if it was a 6-inch scalable version of it that you could like hang up or something, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. So the next one I actually did not originally have when I was doing my research for this. So I actually don't have a picture of it, but I'm trying to find one so that I can at least share it with you.
Okay.
But it is there was a ship designated the Sea Wing. Now, whether or not this was actually in, I think this might have been only in the Wizards of the Coast D20 role-playing game. I don't think this was ever in a movie or a cartoon, which might be the reason why I can't find a picture of it, or a good picture of it. But it was it was Starfighter. It was it did have a hyperdrive. It had 4 blaster cannons. It had a proton torpedo launcher. It wasn't very fast or maneuverable.
I'm checking my reference guides here, my Star Wars books reference guides.
There you go. There you go.
Picture.
So is that? I don't know if that's one of them or not. That's
because I know I've heard of one, but I can't remember what I'm with you. I can't remember what it looks like. And I actually look like the new Essential Guide to Vehicles, which it's not very big. I mean, it's pretty decent, so it has some stuff in it. But there's nothing in this, in the visual dictionary. There's nothing on the actual Sea Wing. So
yeah, even I mean, because all of the pictures of it like don't even look like the same ship. Like there's one picture that looks one way, and then another picture that's like completely different looking ship. Joy, what's up, man?
Hey, Joy,
how's it going? Yeah, that's what I had found, Drew. I think it's only for the D20 version of the role playing game, which I have played before. I personally prefer the FFG version. Okay, so if we're going alphabetical, okay, so the next one is do I have a picture of it? Yes, I do. The U-Wing.
We skipped over.
Did we skip a bunch?
No, you're good. You're good. So my book says there's a yeah.
Tell me what you found.
I found a K-Wing.
A K-Wing?
Yeah, there's a K-wing, and hang on a minute. Hang on, I'll show it to you. A K-wing.
Oh, that's a weird looking ship.
Yeah, and an E-wing. You forgot the E-wing.
Hold on. Don't get ahead of me. Oh well, E comes before K, so hang on a second.
Right. I'm going backwards. Sorry. Yeah, there's an E-wing, there's a K-wing, and I can read those off. Like I said, for those of you who don't have it, this is the new essential guides to vehicles and vessels.
Oh,
So,
you know why?
I'm looking at
That's okay. The E-wing. The E-wing is New Republic. That is not Rebel Alliance.
okay. I just saw wing, and I was like, I
wonder if that's the same with the K.
Could be. Let me look.
I don't.
Hang on.
I mean, it might not be.
Hang on. Let me find it. I just didn't want to miss any because I saw wing, and I was like, okay.
That's a New Republic starfighter.
New Republic. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So we're only talking about Rebel Alliance.
I got you. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So yeah, U-wing. Did I already show the picture of that? I think I did. Yeah. So there's U-wing.
The U-wing. Yes.
And then so that is a ship that was designed by the Incom Corporation. You're going to hear about them again, primarily as a troop transport or a gunship. Used by the Alliance, and it's kind of a drop ship for soldiers. We see this very prominently in Rogue One. In fact, that might be the only live action version that we get of it.
Yeah, because I don't think we see it in Andor at all.
I don't. Let's see. Oh, we see it.
No, that's not true. That's not true. We do see it in Andor season 2.
Okay, yeah, we see it in Andor season 2. We see it in Rogue One, but as far as live action, that is it. We do see it in several episodes of Rebels, although I don't remember seeing them. But it's been probably a year since I've watched Rebels. So, but yeah, they've got two laser cannons on there. Those laser cannons were specifically designed as shield penetrators. So powerful laser cannons.
Yeah.
I like the ship.
I like that reverse swept wing design is kind of interesting. You really don't see it used until he's like navigating through the atmosphere, and then they fold forward in order to go to hyperdrive. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I guess it might be a fuel consumption thing, maybe for like a glider. So when it's in the atmosphere, it can glide through instead of. But like they get to, and I can't remember the planet's name, so don't sue me. But they get to that Imperial base in Rogue One where they're flying through the canyon, and he's not using those wings. He's actually using. What's that?
Is it Edu?
Yes, Edu. Yes, but they're flying through the canyon, and they're not using the swept wing design. They're just using the regular. So I don't know. I mean, it's cool. As far as, like I said, as far as the design goes and everything, it's kind of a neat design. But
Drew, they didn't fly into Scarif on a U-wing. They flew in on an Imperial transport.
Yeah, because by that time they had crashed the U-wing and they couldn't get it back up again.
Well,
so
not only that, they were trying to get into an Imperial installation, so it probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Oh, no. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about when the Rebel Alliance broke through the shield and they landed on Scarif to help Rogue One. Yeah. So yeah. Reinforcements. Yes. He just posted that. Yeah, U-wings. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah, I like these ships. I like the U-wings. They're cool.
Mm-hmm. Very cool design. They're cool looking ship.
I figure out which one of these comes first. I didn't learn my alphabet. No. Okay.
It's okay, Drew. We understand. It's okay.
It's all
It's okay,
good, man.
buddy. We got you. It's good.
Okay. So this one, the worst ship in the fleet. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh God.
The X-wing starfighter.
Well, I will say this. If you don't know this ship and you don't know what we're talking about, I really don't know what you're doing here.
You're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place.
So, also designed by Incom. See, we should have had Drew on join us for one of these.
Yeah, we might have to get him off of the. We might have to get him off of the.
Why didn't you come talk to us?
We need to get him on the TIE Fighter episode.
We got to do well. Okay, well, listen though, we got Starships of the Empire. We got Starships of, well, and then we've got our offshoot of Starships of the Empire, TIE Fighters specifically. But then we also have our Starships of Scum and Villainy.
All right. And then we can just do a general starship or general.
And then we've got the one where we're going to talk about all the different designers. But anyway, the X-Wing, also designed by Incom, who we just talked about with the U-Wing. Very interesting design, this ship. Primarily used for dog fighting. They were distinctive because they had the, what do you call the things? The little S-foils.
The S-foils, yep.
And they had, unlike most starfighters, they did not have 2 laser cannons. They had 4.
Mm-hmm.
And those were on the S-foils. And then they also had proton torpedo launchers.
Mm-hmm.
So I said they were used for doggo fighting. There were several different models, which, if you know anything about, you were in the Air Force, right?
Yes, I was.
I thought you. Okay, yeah, I was too. And I worked on F-16s,
mm-hmm.
specifically the F-16C.
Nice.
So when they start talking about these different designs, like
I'm gonna have a squirrel moment for just a second. As far as
you're gonna
regular
human, I'm gonna forget where I was at.
human based fighter jets, F-16, the Fighting Falcon is probably, or the Viper. Excuse me, it's not called the Fighting Falcon, it's called the Viper. The F-16 Viper is probably the Fighting Falcon then.
Okay, I'm calling my
I've heard people call it the Viper, so that might be a different model. But anyway, the F-16 in its variants was probably my favorite human today based jet fighter. So yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so the official title is the Fighting Falcon, but it was nicknamed the Viper by its pilots.
The Viper. Yeah.
No, I worked on the F-16C. Specifically, I worked on the Block 40s, and that means nothing to anybody unless you've been in the Air Force.
I know what that means.
So anyway, when the X-Wing starts talking about there's the T-65B and the T-65C. So the T-65 was the actual model name of these ships. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I know what they mean when they're talking about these different I guess you call them variants, but no, the X-Wing was very, very unique. And very, I mean, they were understandably the best starfighters in the fleet because they were so versatile. They had hyperdrive. They could go in.
They had astromech droids.
They had the astromech. They had 4 laser cannons. They had proton torpedoes. Mm-hmm. They had the targeting computers. Man, they were.
My understanding too. The reason why they had obviously because it was an X-wing, but the biggest reason why they had the 4 cannon design was because they could fire each cannon. Obviously, they could fire each cannon in a rotation, but the firing sequence could be so good that they could fire in a heavy sequence, but the cannons would not overload. So you were constantly firing the
Yeah.
same cannons, type fire, but it was not overloading them, so they would be more efficient that way. Which is the biggest reason why they installed the that was the biggest reason why they went with the 4 cannon design, was because it just could be fired in such succession without overheating the cannons.
Another interesting factoid about the X-Wing is that it was meant to be a starfighter for the Imperial Navy. They were going to mass produce it and make it like that was the Imperial Navy ship. But the Empire decided that it was more affordable to go with the TIE Fighter series. And so the Rebel Alliance took the X-Wing, which I think was a very good idea. No, X-Wing. Yeah, X-Wing, awesome ship, awesome starfighter, very versatile fighter. We got one more.
Yeah.
The Z-Wing.
What's your okay? I actually have a question. For you, Steve. What would you say? And we talked about this kind of before the show. We kind of talked about this as something that we want to talk about is each ship. So the X-Wing specifically, what would you say is probably your favorite scene involving the X-Wing?
Oh, man. Can we specify pre or post Disney Plus?
Okay, fine. Go. What's your favorite scene before Disney and your favorite scene after?
Okay. After Disney, favorite scene was season 2, Mandalorian, one X-Wing. And then the look on Moff Gideon's face like he's about to crap his pants.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Okay, so pre-Disney, I'm going to go with... I got to go with the OG, man, the trench run.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too. When you first got to see it and you see those S-foils pop open and then you see them go into the trench run in the initial battle, or they go to the Death Star, the initial battle, and they're running through and you see Luke bomb the whole surface and you see him do the trench run, I think that's probably my favorite. Even past the Mandalorian scene where you see Luke pull up in the X-Wing. Because, I mean, now we know that was his X-Wing and we know that was Red 5 and all this stuff, But the OG original trench run is gotta be my favorite.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, last one. And here we go. The Y-Wing.
The Y-Wing.
The Y-Wing. This one was not designed by Incom. It was designed by a company called Consair Manufacturing, commissioned by the Republic during the Clone Wars. This was specifically designed as a assault bomber. It had a nickname. Do you know what that nickname was? Without looking. Nobody checking it. Nobody looking at. Nobody in the chat. Google this.
I know this, but I can't think of it. Tell me.
It's a cool name. The Wallowing Pig.
No.
Its nickname was the Wallowing Pig.
Okay, no, I don't think it was. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Okay, I had a temporary brain fart there for a second. I'm 100% certain that Porkins did not fly this thing. So,
So this ship also had a cool, not really an origin, but like the origin of how it came to be in the Rebel Alliance. As far as origin goes, a cool origin in Rebels, like the B-Wing. This was the ship that they sent Ezra on his first, big mission to rescue these things. But yeah, these were bombers, and there were also several models on this one. These Y-wings were used extensively. If you go to Wikipedia and pull up the article there for the Y-wing, it tells you about all the places that it served. There are so many. Like outside of the X-wing, this was probably the most used ship or starfighter in the fleet. I mean, this was the bomber. I mean, it wasn't just a bomber though. It also had 2 laser cannons. It also had ion cannons on it. And then it also had proton torpedo launchers. Cool. Another cool ship, I think. I think we can all agree most of the starfighters are pretty cool ships.
I like 2 things about it. The cool part about it was the coolest scene, I think, was when you actually got to see them use ion bombing. They did the ion bombing run on the array in Rogue One.
Yeah.
They were basically a low level bomber because I think when George Lucas was talking about it, and I read something one time that he was kind of modeling it after the B-25 Mitchell from the World War II era prop planes.
Yeah.
And the B-21 Mitchell was a low level bomber / like defender. And he was kind of modeling it after that. And then you actually got to see that in Rogue One, where you got to see them drop ion bombs or ion torpedoes, whichever way you want to call it, on the array in Rogue One. And the other thing I liked about it, cool, that I thought was kind of a neat design for it was, since it wasn't as fast as the others, they actually had the availability of having a second person in the cockpit that could use the reverse cannon, so they could actually fire behind them.
Yeah.
So that way they could defend themselves against attackers from behind, which in a lot of cases that would be your B-25s, that would be your B-17s, that would be your flying fortress type aircraft that had defensive capabilities from being taken down by fast attack fighters, and they would be able to fire back to deter as a deterrent or even as a disabler. So that was that was what I thought was pretty cool about the B-wing. I thought that was pretty neat.
The Y-wing.
Or the Y-wing. Sorry, excuse me, the Y-wing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said I don't know why I said B-wing.
Okay, so of the starfighters, which one is your favorite design?
Man, I think I would probably have to go with the X-wing. I think the X-wing's always been my favorite. As far as the Rebel Alliance and the Republic starfighters, I think, or the Rebel Alliance fighters, X-wing would probably have to be my favorite.
I think that one is my favorite ship in general, like starfighter in general. But as far as just the design, I got to go with the B-wing.
Mm-hmm. I do like the B-wing.
Just the way it
like
looks.
I said,
it's just.
I thought it was weird, but I still like it. I like it. But X-wing all the way. Yeah. Love the X-wing. It's so versatile. There's so many things you could do with it. It just had it was just such a cool design profile, and it was just, I loved it. I like it.
Yeah. Good times. All right. So that is the end of our discussion about starships of the Rebel fleet. Next week, I think we're just going to jump into the Empire,
Mm-hmm.
but not the TIE fighters. We're not going to talk about the TIE fighters because that one
Nope.
gets its own episode.
Yeah, because there are a
so
freaking lot of them. There are a freaking lot of them.
Yeah, there's no way that we could do an Empire episode, including TIE fighters, and be within time because there are so many freaking TIE fighters.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing Starships of the Empire next week. Unless something changes. I was going to ask, and I can't remember if I actually texted this to you already, but how far into your watch through are you?
Not far.
Okay.
Not far. I actually started Acolyte, and I need to pick it back up again. So I'm probably going to watch another episode tonight. So I'm starting. Irregardless of what people like about the Acolyte, I'm starting from the Acolyte and working my way all the way through. So
so
it'll be from Acolyte through all the movies.
You are not ready to talk about what I just sent to you in Discord. You are not ready for that.
I have not got to that yet, but I could.
Okay.
No, that'll be a while because.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah. That'll be a while. I'll just say, that'll be a while.
That's fine.
Because if you think about everything you have to go through before you get to that part of the timeline, it will be a while.
Okay. So next week we're going to talk about Starships of the Empire, excluding TIE fighters.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming in and hanging out with us and talking about Starships, especially Drew. He gave us a lot of cool information.
Heck yeah.
So I want to thank everybody for watching us live, everybody who's watching on the replay, everybody that listens, because I know you're out there on the audio. I know there are people listening to the audio version of this.
We know there are plenty of people who watch us on the rewind. We do appreciate you. Even if you can't catch us for the live shows, we do appreciate
absolutely
you folks catching us on the rewind. We appreciate all the views. We appreciate everything. If you can, like, subscribe, comment on the show and stuff like that, please do. If you have a chance, if you have an opportunity, we do.
If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hit the like, do the comment, all that cool stuff. Come join our Discord. Links will be in the show description.
Yep.
If you didn't catch it earlier. But we will see you next week. And may the Force be with you.